Hi, and welcome back to Art with Dr. Deb. Today, I'm going to be unboxing and testing out a product from A Gallo. A Gallo is a company in Italy that makes very nice handmade watercolor paints. And I have several of their sets, and each time I get a new set, there are some new special things that they include in the set that I didn't order. So let's see what surprises they have for me today. So here's the package, and let's see what's in there. Okay, here's the whole set. And taking things out. Okay, cool things. First, I have a dot card for a color that says bronze. Now, the set I purchased is their green colors. I think that's what I got. I ordered it a while back. Now, here's another set of dot cards. Says, have fun mixing your own greens with a selection of A Gallo blues and yellows. This special edition sample card is the companion to our new limited edition green palette. Play with mixing your greens on the color chart grids included here to record your favorite blends. Made by hand in Assisi, our watercolors are crafted according to a traditional recipe of raw pigments, gum arabic, local honey, and rosemary essential oil. Finest quality, eco-friendly, artist-made paints, handmade in Italy. And there's a nice little sticker on the back. And I will open it up. Okay, and so here's the dot card and some grids for mixing up colors. Now here's the box. Now, if you can see, I know it's in reverse, but it's a very nice box. Again, there's a sticker on the back holding the plastic over it. So I'm taking it out of the plastic. Again, there's the box. And I open it up, and there's a little thank you card. And then here is what it looks like when it comes out of the box. And if I push it out of the box, there's a nice piece of handmade paper surrounding the tin. And I take it out of there, and here's the little palette. And inside the palette is a little card for me to swatch, and it has the color of each name of the colors that are in here. We have fig green, pistachio green light, spring green, viridian hue, deep sea green, forest green, green gold, sap green, chromium oxide green, veradaccio, olive deep green, and dark forest. So now if I open up the little palette, you can see that the little palette comes with a travel brush. And every single palette that I've received from A Gallo has a travel brush. And here you can see the colors. And each color is, these are half pans. In each half pan, let me see if I can get one out. Each half pan is wrapped with a wrapper that represents the color of the pigment in the pan. So the next thing that we will do, or I will do, is take these over to my work area and go ahead and swatch the colors on the color swatch card. So see you over at the workstation. So now we are at my workstation, and you can see that I have unpacked each one of our green colors here. I did this off camera just because it takes a bit of time to pull the little wrappers off of each color. Now, one thing I want to show you before I start swatching these colors is the tin itself. This is the holder for the pans, but the palette itself has various places for water and for mixing, which makes it very handy. So I'm going to put that back in. And here's the little swatch card. And the card has every single color by name, starting with Fig Green, which was that one, all the way through to the last one, which is called Dark Forest. And I will be using some water from my water bucket here, which I found on Temu. It's very handy. It has places to put brushes. It has a clean water side. It has a dirty water side with an area where one can put one's brushes as one cleans it out. It also comes with a little palette to put on top and then another top to put on it. So I find that to be handy. So to begin with the swatching, let me find an appropriate size brush here. Let's see, this one may be a little bit too big, too little. So maybe I will use the brush that came with the paints. And this is a, let's see, what size is it? It's a number 6. It says number 6 there. So it's a number 6. It's a number 6 round. So I will use the number 6 round to do the swatching. So I will start with the first color. And as I said, these little labels can be difficult to get off, and that one I ended up ripping. So the first color is called Fig Green. So I will wet the paint, and it wets very easily. It's very soft and very luscious. So I'm going to put down the Fig Green, and it seems to be a sort of yellowish green, light yellow green. The next one is Gallo Green Light. See, it's a more intense green. And all of these paints are very smooth, and I think that has to do with the honey as the binder. So I'll put that one back down. The next color is Spring Green. And you can see it's a very light green that one might see on brand new plants. And so this is where we are so far. The next color is Viridian Hue, which looks in the palette, in the half pan, a lot darker. Almost looks like it's blue. And I put it down, and it's almost a turquoise color. Very pretty turquoise type of color, as you can see. Now the next one is Deep Sea Green, and it too looks very, very dark. And if you look on the sides of the half pans, they do say the name there as well. And the Deep Sea Green is sort of a blue-green. It's a bit different than the Viridian Hue, which is also blue-green. And the last one for the top row is called Forest Green. And it too looks very dark in the pan. And it is. It's very, oh, that's a nice dark sort of green for a coniferous tree of some kind. Now we're going to go down to the bottom row. And the first one on the bottom row is a green gold, and it almost looks like a raw sienna almost. I think if you get these paints, you will really like the consistency because they are very smooth, very silky. And the green gold, it's almost a sage color. Well, not quite sage, but somewhere between a green, almost an olive green in my mind. The next one is sap green. Most of us know what sap green looks like because it's a very commonly used color. And this seems to be like more like a dark sap green, as you can see. And after the sap green, we have chromium oxide green. Well, that's an interesting color. Usually I think of chromium oxide as being more looking like a coppery, the copper as it turns, gets the patina, it turns a bit green. This is looks to be a fairly opaque type of green. Now we have verdicchio. I don't really know what verdicchio means. Maybe some of you do. And if you do know, please leave a comment below so we all can know. Okay, the verdicchio looks to be very much like an olive drab color, like almost like a darker version of the green gold. If you can see. Although the next one actually is olive green. It says olive green deep. Yes, this one actually, the olive green deep, is different from the verdicchio in that it seems to have more of a gray hue, whereas the verdicchio seems to have a little bit more of a brown tone to it. That's the verdicchio, and that's the olive green. Now the last one is dark forest. Let's see how that looks. Okay, the dark forest is very, very dark. In fact, what I want to do is take a piece of paper, watercolor paper, and this is an Arches sketchbook with 140 pound paper in it. And I want to see what happens if I put a lot of water down and then put down this very dark forest. Just going to put some water up here at the top. Nice clean water. I'll go back in to the dark forest and see what happens if there's a lot of water added. Okay. So that's what it looks like when it's diluted. And I can see how that would go very well with the regular forest, which is a bluer kind of color. So one can ask, what happens if, say, we put some salt or something like that down on some of these colors, just to see what happens. And I have some salt right here. A little bit of salt along the top here. And while the salt is doing its thing, maybe what I can do is turn this around and sort of build up a little bit of some type of grassy landscape. So I'll take some of this spring green here. Put in some plant leaf shapes. Because that's what one does with green frequently, is you make plants. And then maybe use one of the more brown colors. To sort of represent a little bit of dirt. And since I have this sample of bronze, it's a metallic pigment, but let's see, we can use it for our flowers. So let me take some of the bronze off of this dot card and just dab it in. Just so we have a sense of what that looks like too. Now the bronze is actually a metallic pigment. So we're going to have shiny flowers. And so right now we're just letting the salt dry. And what I'm going to do is let the salt dry and come back and shake it off, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, I am back and the paint has dried, so I will knock off the salt. And what I see is a very pleasing set of patterns from the salt. So this shows me that I can get a lot of texture effects from these paints. So that makes me very happy and pleased. And these are very nice colors, as I showed you on the swatch card. And so I'm very pleased with these colors. I also have a set of red and a set of blue Gallo paints as well, and I have been very happy with them too. So that's all for my demonstration for you. If you have questions, you can post them in the comments section. So I hope you enjoyed that demonstration of the Gallo Green Set of paints. So I will be doing another review in the near future. I have another brand of stone paper or mineral paper, like similar to what I showed you before, that has come to me recently in the mail. So I'll be exploring that in my next video. So if you found this to be enjoyable, please give it a thumb up and subscribe if you so desire. And I also have a Patreon now, so in the event you want to give me a little bit of change so I can continue to purchase products so I can review them, I will have the link down below. So thank you, and I'll see you again in the near future. Bye!